Hey guys, welcome to the painting part of the Sisters of Battle here. You can see I've already gotten some of the airbrushing done. I've gotten on to the masking, and then I realized that I needed to do a painting video. What I did is I undercoated with Iraqi sand from Vallejo, and then I went with Record Flesh for GW, which surprisingly ran through the airbrush pretty easy. I expected it to clog up because the base coats for Games Workshop have never, from what I've seen online, people have not had much success in getting them going through the airbrush, but it worked out pretty well and covered it pretty easily. But now I've got to mask everything off and get the green paint on, because there's going to be so much green paint on this that masking everything off, even though it's tedious and it's taken me quite a while just to get this done and mask off the interior of these things, which I've already painted up. It's just going to take a bit. Got these things painted, just the interior. Sprayed them with the airbrush as well. Now they'll go on to a they'll get taped. Let's see, where's the other one? Oh, here we go. They'll get masked pretty much like this, and then go onto a stick to go on there. I'm not going to paint these with the airbrush. These are the bases to the turrets. They'll just go on to the they'll get trimmed around the bottom with bronze, and that will save me a lot of work, honestly, more than trying to paint the edges of those green. But overall, the painting of this isn't going too bad. Getting a lot of progress done, but it's just the tedium of cutting the tape, masking it off, trimming the tape, making sure that everything is hunky-dory. It's just tedious. Make sure you got you a good sharp X-Acto knife is the big thing. And I'm using all Tamiya tape for this just because the green tape that you see on these is good for covering large areas, but it does not hold a good sticky surface. It doesn't hold down very well, and so it comes off. The edges allow too much to go through. There we go. Problem with having big ogre fingers when you try to get into tight places. Anyway, once I get everything masked, I'll show you guys how I airbrush them. Adios. Alright guys, if you listen, you can hear my wife doing the last of her pre-work cleaning. She's going back to work next week, and then it'll be me versus 3 children. But I finally got all the masking done for the Immolators. The 3 seats, the 3 chassis. See, I got all that masked on there. Used 2 X-Acto knife blades, just the tips. Getting them sharp. There's a spider downstairs. Yeah, well, did you pet it and give it kisses? No. No. No, I got to show you where it is. Okay. Well, all right. I'll be right back. Oh, anyway, after that interruption, it was evidently a giant spider that needed Daddy to come fix it because Mommy was busy vacuuming. Anyway, I've got all this stuff masked off. These things are kind of taped onto this popsicle stick, ready for the airbrush. So I'll do that. Maybe, hopefully I can get that done today, but we'll see. You saw my interruption as he came running up the stairs to tell me that there was a spider that was, terribly, horribly bad and needed to be spidered. But yeah, we'll see what I can get done. Hopefully I can get this all painted up. Let's see, where is my other green? Oh, it's over next to the airbrush. Anyway, I use German dark camo green as a primer, and then I mix it on a 5-to-1 ratio of German camo bright green with the dark green, and that will end up looking like this, except with Immolators on top. And still need to finish up the actual drivers, but that won't take as long as the masking. The masking took like a week, easy. However long it's been since I posted the last video when I had everything primed. Anyway, talk at you guys in a minute. Adios. Alright, so I totally meant to videotape some of my airbrushing, but I didn't because I ran into some paint problems where it was gumming up in the works, and then after I fixed that, I forgot I was going to cover anything, so all I can do is show you the finished product. Here is the final paint job on these guys, and looks pretty good. Like I said, I did have a few problems with it. Was just getting the paint out of the airbrush. It was gumming up. I didn't put flow helper, outerer, not inhibitor, the opposite of inhibitor, flow aid into it, and got these all painted up. Matched the color to the original Rhino pretty well. Not 100% perfect, but then you never do. But it's close enough to where you really have to take it to Sherwin-Williams and ask them if it's the same colors to get everything done. You can see I put like little different things on each of the thing. I think I talked about that earlier. But anyway, the third Rhino, the tracks broke while I was handling it, while I was painting, so I had to go back and glue those so the glue is drying. But anyway, there's that, and I'll show you once I get things done and start taking the mask off. I'll get that recorded. Alright, see you guys in a minute. Alright, so here I am with who's with me?
Me.
Yeah, me who? Edmund. Okay, we're going to see what's under this mask. So are you ready to see what's under the tape, Edmund? To see if I did an okay job or if I messed it up? Let's see. Here we go. Let's not use a sharp utensil. Let's use a dull utensil. There we go. Look at that. See the paint underneath it?
What's underneath that paint?
Well, underneath this paint was black paint that painted it up. But that means, because that looks so good, that means that most of my mask worked and there'll only be a little bit of touch-up. That is when I have to go back.
On the black paint?
Well, not on the black paint, but this tan paint. That's what happens when you have giant ogre fingers.
Giant ogre fingers?
Mm-hmm. Daddy's hands are too big to do little small things sometimes. And then sometimes they're just the right size to do things.
They're small?
Mm-hmm. Or medium-sized or big.
What's a utensil?
A utensil is like a tool, a special tool for a special thing. Like a fork is an eating utensil. It's a tool made especially for eating. Look at this. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
The other tape's coming up with it.
Yep. Because I want all this tape to come up. See, Daddy sprayed this all before.
Boop, boop.
Yep. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that.
There's some right there.
There is still some on the thing, isn't there?
On the very front.
Mm-hmm.
There's some on the back.
There's a little bit on the back.
And on the sides.
And on the side. See, look, see right there. That's where I missed a little bit. See the little green line right there? But that's easily fixable. I can come back through with the right paint. This one. Raycar Flesh. Flesh. You know what flesh means?
Mm-mm.
It's like meat or skin. Like hamburger. It's made of flesh.
But is that real flesh?
No, it's just paint. But they made it a paint that's supposed to look a little bit like hamburger or a certain kind of skin color. That's what it means. But alrighty, well let's take the rest of this off and then we'll show everybody on the video after we've got it all done, okay? Oh. Say whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright guys, this will be the last installment for this video. You can see I've gotten a lot of the base coating done. Still haven't touched that. I'll wait until I get everything done before I go back and touch up with the Rec Arc Flesh. But overall, I'm kind of happy with the colors. Even if the yellow and red kind of look like old school McDonald's colors. But with the green, it works out pretty good. Gives them kind of a 70s vibe. You know, got Got all the things finished up. The domes turned out okay. They look a little dirty, but then again, the whole tank's going to look a little dirty once I get done with it. So we'll see how that works out. I may have to go in and clean it up. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's pretty good. I've got to finish up this thing, figure out what I'm going to do with all the boondoggles, and see if I'm going to keep it bronze or if I'm going to try to go back in and paint it actual flesh colors. That would be really tedious. The biggest problem I have is what to paint the raised pictures here, the friezes, the bas relief. There we go. Is that the correct one? But anyway, I was thinking of painting it the same, white color, except, maybe going up to white with it to make it look, make it stand out, or maybe silver, but I haven't decided. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that, because the real true artist would paint this, just like the pictures of the sisters, just like the actual sisters in the chapter, but that would also take forever. But you're only going to make 3 Immolators, so might as well put your time into it. But as you can see from the other videos, this video is, oh shoot, at least 2 weeks after the last clip. So it's life has been hectic, especially with the little girl. She's just cute as a button, but she eats all my time, as do the other 2 children as well. But anyway, still plugging away, still working at keeping things real and keeping things painted. But I'll see you guys on the flip side, and hopefully I can get this stuff done. And I've gotten the flamers painted mostly. Once they get washed, they should look pretty good. And drop them on the floor and step on them. That'd be a good idea. But the 12-inch sister flamers, which they have that nice boxcar range, so nobody can charge them and miss the overwatch of D6 hits. Anyway, talk at you guys later. Hopefully I can get this stuff done. Need to step up the lenses here, all the lookout ports all along the thing, and all that. Just tons of little fiddly work to do, which is what eats all the time. Anyway, talk at you guys later. Adios.